So
over
you're
time.
saying the older operators have a proven delivery record. But
Absolutely.
Sachin, have you calculated in the ministry how many people are likely to shift over? Is there a sense, because the sample size of the survey that's been published in the newspapers is very small, just 4,000 odd. Is there a sense of how many people are likely to migrate?
We don't know. I think the market is quite unpredictable, but the more important aspect of this decision and this implementing of MNP is that people should have the option, should have the choice. Now, I think the government is agnostic to technology or to operator or to companies as long as the consumers benefit, and it has been the endeavor of this government since we've taken charge to make sure that we have a transparent way of functioning and giving the power to the people. If they choose to remain with the current operators, it's their choice, but it will certainly make the operators wake up to the fact that you cannot have a poor quality of services, poor coverage, congestion and call drops. There have been plenty of complaints about people not being happy with the operators. So today they have the freedom to choose. So it is not, it's optional now. So, and that is what is going to make the market more competitive and ultimately benefit the consumers, which is the objective of the exercise from the government's point of view, as it is, I'm sure, from the industry's point of view.
Dilip, every viewer watching at this time has in the back of his head the thought, should I, shouldn't I, mustn't I? You've obviously thought a lot about this. Try and be objective for a moment and explain to our viewers who is number portability meant for, who should consider shifting, what should be the circumstances in which they should move, and what are the advantages and disadvantages.
Well, I think, obviously what number portability does give someone is the comfort that when you choose a network and when you choose a number, you can stay on with it even if tomorrow you're not happy with the network. So for example, if you have a work in an area where there's not good network coverage and you do not find that your network service provider is providing adequate coverage in that area, then you can choose to move on to another network provider who is providing adequate coverage in the area. Similarly, if you, for example, want to use new applications and services which the network operator whose number you initially took is not being able to provide to you, an example that Sanjay gave, then you can choose to move on to another operator who can provide you those services, like iPhone or BlackBerry and others. So at the end of the day, I think it's truly a leveler, and I think it's an opportunity for people to have the comfort to be able to move on in case they find that what they're looking for, they're not able to get it on a consistent basis from the network provider that they initially chose.
Okay.